Gowning and gloving, the down and dirty about staying sterile. Proper design of facilities and regulations for attire and conduct in the surgical suite are important factors in preventing the transportation of microorganisms into the operating room. To minimize the transportation of virulent hospital pathogens directly into the surgical arena, street clothes are never worn within restricted areas of the surgical suite, and operating room attire should never be worn outside of the operating area. All persons are required to wear clean surgical apparel, including hats, scrub clothes, shoe covers, face masks, sterile gowns, and gloves. How to gown and glove. Proper scrubbing techniques should be applied prior to gowning and gloving. A person who is gowning unassisted picks up the gown, taking care not to touch only the inner surface. The gown is held by the inside and allowed to unfold, with the inside of the gown toward the body. With the hand at shoulder level, the arms are inserted into the sleeves. The arms remain extended, and the circulating nurse assists by pulling the gown over the shoulders and tying it in the back. Let's take a look to see how this is done. Assisted gowning and gloving. If a scrub nurse assists with gowning and gloving, the nurse holds the gown open with the inner side toward the person who is gowning. The arms are inserted into the gown. The nurse reaches inside the gown, grasps the sleeve seam, pulls the gown on, and ties the back closure. After the gown is on, the scrub nurse holds the gloves open and the cuffed hands are slipped into them. Let's take a look. The closed gloving technique. The hands are advanced to the edge of the cuff, but not through it. With this method, the gloves are handled through the fabric of the gown sleeves. The glove is placed onto the pronated forearm of the matching hand, with the fingers of the glove pointing toward the elbow and glove cuff on the gown wristlet. The glove is held securely by the hand on which it is placed. The opposite hand is used to stretch the cuff over the sleeve opening to cover the gown wristlet. The cuff is drawn back onto the wrist and the fingers are adjusted. Finally, the gloved hand is used to position the other glove on the opposite sleeve in the same fashion. Let's take a look. The open gloving technique. In this technique, the hands are advanced completely through the cuffs of the gown. The left glove is removed from the package by placing the fingers of the right hand on the folded back cuff, touching only the inner surface of the glove. The left hand is inserted into the glove, but the cuff is not turned up. The right glove is then taken from packaging by slipping the gloved fingers under the inverted cuff and pulling the glove into the right hand. Finally, the cuffs are pulled over the gown wristlet by rotating the arms slightly. Let's take a look. So what's next? After gloving, the assisted gowning continues. The tie that is attached to the back of the gown is handed to another person who is gowned and gloved. The other tie is held securely and the person turns to close the back panel of the gown. The tie is retrieved and tied securely at the side. Some gowns will come with labeled and numbered instructions for tying the exterior ties. Let's take a look. What are some possible complications? Be cautious of contamination with non-sterile objects around you during gowning and gloving procedures. Remember that neither the back, below your waist, or above your chest is considered sterile. and if there is any suspicion of compromising sterility, stop and start over or replace the unsterile item using sterile technique. Removal of gown and gloves. Personnel should remove the gown, gloves, shoe covers, hat, and mask before exiting the OR. To remove the gown and gloves properly, the gown is removed first by pulling it down from the shoulders and turning the sleeves inside out, while the arms are pulled from the sleeves. The gloves are removed by turning them inside out, and the hands are protected by not touching the outer soiled surface of the gloves. Place in an appropriate receptacle for discard. Let's take a look.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
Thank you.